So hello and welcome back, and in this lecture we will already start working on our book and we'll create our first rudimentary book. This will not be actually a book, we will fill it out with just a filler text, but in this lecture we're gonna use bunch of additional things. This lecture will be jam-packed with the new features, so I would highly recommend you to be very careful. We will use mainly the frame text tool, but we will also use the paragraph studio right here, and we'll use text style studio, and we'll use some additional masters pages as well. So bear with me. I know it might be a bit difficult to follow, but bear with me. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me about them. So let's just start with it. So first thing that I want to do is I want to set up additional margins for our book, because we want additional space in our book, because as you can see, the book goes all the way down. We don't want to go all the way down. We want a bit more space because we want the space in the future. We want the space for our page number. So what we'll do is, in this case, go to the spread setup, go to the selected spreads, and select by pressing Control. We're not gonna select page number 1. Press Control and select everything. Let's have a 13-page book. It's no problem. And what we're going to do is we're gonna go to the margins, deselect the chain right here, and select 100 in our case. You can select whatever number that you feel will be better. Just experiment with it. Press OK, and as you can see, everything just moved up. Don't worry about this. You can see this one only because we have guide selected. Usually nobody will be able to see this. And we have space for our page number. So we'll not cover this page. We'll not go over this page in any shape or form. So what we'll do right now, we have a masters that is exactly the same thing. We're gonna delete this and we're gonna create a new masters. And right now we're gonna go with a new master. And what we want right now is we want the master page for two things. We want master page for the book chapter edition, chapter title, for the first page, and we want the master page for the book text itself. Let's call it master chapter title, and it will be single page right here. Press OK. It is created right now, and let's create another one. Master text body. Why I do this separately? Why am I doing this at all? We're gonna learn a bit later. Press OK. As you can see, the book itself, but the margins here do not work very well. So let's just go to the spread properties and change margins here, because the margin spread setup does not affect the masters. Let's change this to 100 and change this ones to the spread properties back to 100. Don't forget to deselect this one. Okay. So it looks pretty good. As you can see, the page is a bit up. So what we'll do in a chapter title that will be different from the text body, we're gonna create a different type of master page. What we'll do right now is we're gonna go to the frame text tool, and we're gonna create a frame from the text. For the chapter title, let's start with the book title, book text body itself, not go to the chapter title. We're gonna go for the chapter title. We can go almost all the way to the top. Just leave it a bit space just to make it look a bit more pleasant, and go practically almost all the way down. That's how we'll do it. Before you're gonna continue, select the selection tool and select this button, alignment button right here. Select this one and align it horizontally. Just to make don't align it vertically because it will go all the way down. So deselect this one and press apply, and it will align itself horizontally. What you want is to go to the text styles and select body 100%. Select body first. Select text styles in a text style studio first. You know why? Because if you don't do this beforehand, it will have some problems in the future, because if you change font or anything before you're going to select the text style, it will delete everything. It will delete all the style changes that you did before. So just be mindful of that. We can actually change this to the page margin. Yeah, you can actually align it vertically as well, So you can change the alignment of horizontal to the page and vertical alignment to the margin. Apply. So it will look a bit better. I didn't like the spaces between here and here. Okay, we selected the body of the text. Now we can select the font of the text. I like Beba's book. It looks pretty good. And all I need to do is, while selecting the text frame tool, right click and select insert filler text. And boom, the text is there. As simple as that. This is just for the learning purposes. We will not do this in the master page, don't worry. But what we want to do is to select the font size, because when we will fill it out eventually for the other parts of the text, we would not need to change the font and everything in the future. It will be saved as a layer in here. Let's do practically the same with the chapter title as well. What we will do instead is we're going to create something a bit smaller. Smaller framed text, just like that. We're going to align it just horizontally to the page. You know why? Because we're doing something different vertically. Text styles, go to the body, go to the font. I'm going to go with book, and font will be 14. Everything is saved. And what's the difference between these two masters will be the artistic text tool. I'm going to select artistic text tool and select just the size, just any text, and I will call it chapter. Why am I doing this? It's automatically selected heading. If it didn't, you can select it in the heading and change. I will change the font to Bebas, but with the selection tool, it will do it automatically to the bold. Now, with the selected chapter, I'm gonna go and align it horizontally. Apply. Now, whenever I apply this page master, I'm gonna put it a bit up using arrow keys. I don't like how it looks like, and this is way better. I'm gonna turn off the guides. Whatever I will apply this master to any page, it will look completely different. What I will do right now is I will go to the page number 3 and create one more thing before we'll apply everything to the entire book. I will create just a different text, because this will be one-time text. I didn't create a master for this. That's why I did this. Now, what I will do is I will create another text frame right here. Something similar like of a chapter title, just something like that. I'm gonna align it just like that. Apply. It will be a body. It will be the same text. I will fill it out with the filler text, just I've taught you before. And what we'll do is we actually missed something in the master, but I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna show you what we missed just in a second. And what we'll do right here is we're gonna divide this text into 2 columns. How to do that? In the context menu, while you have selected the frame text tool, in the context menu, if you follow this right here, you'll see the columns number. Press like that. You have 2 columns. You want 3 columns? You can do this as well. This does not look good. Okay, let's have 2 columns. Pretty great, right? But the alignment is pretty bad, right? We want to align it with a justification. So justify to the left. Text looks way better. But there's still some problems. I don't like how it looks. I feel like some spaces are bigger and smaller. You know why this happens? Because we want hyphenations. If we'll have hyphenations, we will be able to divide the words. Then it will look way better. And to go to the hyphenations, you need to go to the Paragraph Studio right here, scroll down a bit, and open the hyphenation tab right here. You will have a hyphenation tab all closed. Press hyphenation right here, and press Use Auto Hyphenation. Boom. Text looks million times better. Additionally, what we'll do is we're gonna write this one and call the text introduction. We're gonna select with the selection tool this text. I'm gonna align it to the center. As for the text style, I'm gonna go and select it as a heading. As you can see, it changed the font. I'm gonna select Bebas again, and I'm gonna send it in bold, and I'm gonna increase it in size to be this size. Looks pretty nice. What I will do is I will do exactly the same alignment thing with this one. I'm gonna select the justify to the left for the chapter title. In a paragraph, I'm gonna use auto hyphenation. I will have this once on. The same here. I'm gonna choose auto hyphenation for this text, auto hyphenation, and I'm gonna choose justify left. Good. Now, what we can do, as you can see, if you select this, it actually works. Good. Now what we'll do is we will actually apply everything to the pages themselves. And with this work, with this 10-minute work, if you have the body of the text already written, you cannot imagine, like, practically the work is done. We can fill it out entirely. What I will not fill is only page number 6. This is the page that I will skip. I will go to the page number 5. I will select the page number 5 in a Page Studio, right-click it, right-click Apply Master, and Chapter Title. Okay. As you can see, it's transformed. It took the text. I can actually change the text. What that I will do right now. I'm gonna call it Chapter 1, and that's it. For the page number 5, I'm gonna do the same here. Apply the masters, but instead of chapter title, I'm gonna apply text body. Okay, text is right here. I'm gonna skip page number 6, and I'm gonna go from 7 to 12. Not 7 to 12. I'm gonna go from 7 to 9. I'm gonna go with the full text from 7. I'm gonna apply masters right here because I'm skipping 6 because I'm gonna do something different on page 6. And from 7, it will be text body from 7 to 9. Okay, as you can see, it's already selected. I'm gonna be selecting on the chapter 10. I'm gonna apply masters to create the chapter title. And 11 to 12, I'm gonna apply another masters. Will be 11 to 12. It will be the text body. Okay, I'm gonna change this to chapter number 2. I'm gonna write the ending in the chapter in the page number 13, so I would not worry about that. I will actually apply the master right here and the chapter title, and it will be conclusion. And what about the text, Nick? You will say, what about the text? Where is the text? No worries, my friends. All I need to do is I'm gonna press right-click right here on the chapter and press Insert Filler Text. Good, right? It looks okay, right? But how you can connect the other text boxes, frame text? No worries. If you look very closely, you'll see that there you have an arrow on the frame text. When you point it, it shows you the link icon. Press this and connect it to the other page. Boom. And the page continued. You want to continue this one as well? Press this and continue to the other page. Again, we're skipping this page. Boom, it looks just like that. Continuation, press this, continue to here, press this, continue to here. It all is connected now. We're gonna add additional tables right here, so it will, and you see that whatever you will make any changes here, let's say I want to add something additionally here. Whatever you see that added changes, entire text moves. Every single one of the pieces, it actually, all of it moves. That's how great it is. That's how it actually works. Now I'm going to do the same right here. Insert filler text. Continue from here to here. From here to here. And I'm going to insert another filler text from here. Just to have a different connection. And as you can see, already we have a book ready. Book is already looking nice. I'm going to turn off the guide so it will not look that ugly. This is how simply you can write everything. This, of course, the typing of the text will take some time. But still, whatever changes I will make to the master chapters. For example, I don't want this master to be on, it's way too on top. I'm going to move it a bit down. It will actually move down on all of the masters. I think I have something here. Yep, I've changed some stuff there, so that's how it is. You can actually work on this and change some things right here. You can chapter title, frame text, etc., etc. It looks just gorgeous, my friends. It is as easy and as simple as that. That's all you need to do. Connect them just like that. We can of course work on how you can frame text sizes, etc., etc. But this is the basics that you need. By the way, you can just change whatever frame text size that you want. It will not be any problem. And when you can do this, you can actually change sizes like that. And remember, when we learn about the shortcuts, press Shift if you want to just do not change any sizes, or press Control if you want to resize it around the center. That's as easy as that. Well, I hope it was all clear. Again, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask, and let's just move to the next one.